So I wanted to come back and discuss my post-op process. Today is May 11. I had my surgery on April 10th. So it's exactly like 4 weeks and a day from when I had my surgery. As you all can see, I am back at work. So first, with the process of having my TAC surgery, I want to first include the fact that I did have the abdominal scar where they went back in through my C-section cut to place my TAC. I know some people do it laparoscopically, but I had the traditional one because that's just the way my doctor performs them. It seemed like he was a little more comfortable with doing it that way and a little more confident in doing it that way. Many women have had successful TACs placed laparoscopically, but I think that's just what my doctor does at the time. So he wanted to do it that way. But just to discuss the process, Dr. Gomez here in Memphis did it, and he was a really, really sweet doctor. Matter of fact, he's moving to Washington, so he wanted to go ahead and make sure that he performed my surgery before he went. So with that being said, I'm just excited because he thought enough of me to be like, you know what, let's go ahead and get it done before I leave so I can know that you're taken care of. So thank you, Dr. Gomez, if you ever see this. But on to the recovery and the surgery. So on April 10th, when I arrived to and you can watch my other video to kind of see, when I arrived to the center, I went in through the emergency room department. They came down and got me. I was checked in, and I was wheeled on over to the operating room. So it wasn't a long process before they actually did it. I know about 10, I arrived at about 6:30, 7 o'clock that morning. About 10 o'clock, I was out from recovery in my room. I stayed in the hospital for about 2 full days. And that's just because I wanted to, just to be carefully monitored, and I hadn't had anything like they done, or I just hadn't had a lot of surgeries, so I just wanted to kind of see how I would do post-op. So I decided to stay in the hospital. So once I left the hospital, oh my God, the biggest thing with recovering from the TAC surgery is the gas and constipation. And I think that's whichever way that you decide to have your TAC placed, whether you have to go back through your C-section scar or whether you have it done laparoscopically. Whichever way you decide to do it, the gas and constipation is not a joke. That for at least 2 weeks kept me just feeling horrible. And in addition to that, I ended up developing like these little knots around the incision, which is not a very uncommon thing, but it was very, very painful to say the least. But they kind of, once I got up and was able to be more mobile, they went away on their own. And I felt much better, but after 2 weeks of being off, honestly, for me, I really didn't feel like I was ready to go back to work. So my doctor took me off an additional 2 weeks. So that's how I ended up being off from work for 4 weeks. That third week, however, I was doing pretty okay, but just still trying to get used to being mobile again. So that fourth week, I was pretty good, just kind of preparing my mind and body to go back to work. So it just depends on the type of work that you do and how you feel. You have to listen to your own body. Can't nobody else tell you, how long you should take off, or, that may work for someone else to be off a week or two. But since I did and was opened up, I just felt it was important for me to listen to my body and not set myself back. So overall, to help me, I used some magnesium citrate. They got the ball rolling with everything as far as the gas and stuff like this. So make sure you have something like that if you are going to have this surgery. Make sure that you just are in tune to your body, because I was sent home with pain meds, but I didn't become so dependent upon them. I probably took it for like the first week, but after that, I was pretty much okay with it, because again, most of my pain didn't come from the incision or the surgery itself. It was gas pain. I'm really excited that I was able to get this done, because I know it's not surgery that a lot of women know about or are exposed to, but with having incompetent cervix, I feel like this was the best operation for me to have, because I experienced two devastating loss back to back, which one was preterm. I had him at 20 weeks, then I ended up getting pregnant again, and then I had my baby at 24 weeks, and he lived in the NICU for 7 weeks. And when he died, oh my God, that just took my life through a whirlwind of emotions and loss that I wasn't even ready to or couldn't have prepared for, because it was just such a devastating thing. And so 5 years later, it's 2017, 4 years later, since my son passed, I just wanted to make sure, if I were to conceive again, I wanted to make sure that I gave myself the and this baby that I would conceive the best chances of survival, and make sure that I did my part. So I'm glad I did it, and I'm here for support for women who are trying to get it. If you have any questions, I'm on this journey myself. There are a lot of different TAC sisters that are on YouTube who really inspire me through my process, and I really feel like you all should just look for those sisters and let's just connect, because I'm on my journey. I hadn't started trying to conceive yet or anything like that. Right now I'm just on the journey. I'm thankful for this TAC. I'm thankful for God even allowing this to cross my path. I'm thankful for this video, being able to connect with you all. I'm thankful for family and friends who supported me through this. But my next video that will come up will talk about just my experience over the last 5 years. And just what it's like, because I know right now I'm just talking about the surgery, but for you all to hear, just the story, and for us to share our stories on how and what brought us to a place of a TAC surgery, it's a road that we need others to share it with, so we can just live out our testimonies and what God is doing in our lives. So we will connect. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. And let's get it crack. All right, y'all have a good day. Y'all see my little baby. We can connect on it too. All right.